Back in 2011, 27% of Indians were living in extreme poverty. That means they were not earning enough for basic needs such as food, shelter, and fuel. But in 2023, that number dropped to 5.3%. This means nearly 269 million people were lifted out of extreme poverty. This is based on a $3 a day threshold set by the World Bank. So what exactly is extreme poverty? The World Bank says anyone who is earning less than $3 a day is considered extremely poor. $3 a day, that comes to 195 Indian rupees. That's not even 6,000 rupees a month. Imagine living on that. So anyone earning less than 195 rupees a day is considered extremely poor. As of now, only 5.3% of Indians fall under this category. It used to be 27%. So this shows India is progressing. So what is the reason behind this progress in just over a decade? The main reason is the expansion of government schemes to people who are in need. Programs like Jan Dhan, Ujjwala gas connections, and Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana clearly made a difference. These schemes ensured that essential support reached people in time, especially during the pandemic. During the COVID-19 pandemic, over 80 crore people received free food grain. Many received cash directly to their bank accounts, and this was made possible because households were linked to bank accounts and Aadhaar cards. There were no middlemen. That meant reduced leakage, and the people got almost all the benefits. So India is definitely progressing, at least according to these numbers. But is that the ground reality? Even with this progress, life remains difficult for many Indians. Living above the poverty line doesn't mean life is comfortable. A daily wage earner who is earning 200 rupees a day is technically above the poverty line. But is it enough? It's 6,000 rupees a month. Does it cover the basic needs? Poverty numbers might be falling, but the gap between survival and stability is still wide. So what do the experts say about these numbers? Economists are agreeing that this is a significant achievement. Lifting millions of people out of poverty, extreme poverty, is no small feat. But this is not the finish line. They are saying India now needs to focus on what comes next. Raghuram Rajan, the former RBI governor, has said India now needs to focus on its education and healthcare to become a developed economy by 2047. Now let's look at how India compares to other countries. India's numbers are looking good on the global stage. That's because we have brought down the poverty numbers much faster than any other developing nation. We are already ahead of Pakistan and many other African countries. And we are catching up with middle-income countries like Brazil and Indonesia. China did it earlier through industrialization. India is doing it differently through tech and direct welfare schemes. This data shows that a large-scale poverty reduction is still possible even with a population of 1.4 billion people. So what does this really mean for everyday Indians? This is not a story of numbers. It's a story of people, about millions of Indians moving forward. Fewer children are going to bed hungry. More families are able to send their kids to school. And more workers are able to meet their daily needs. It's not just a success of the government. It's a success of people. The many citizens who kept going despite all the hardships. India is gaining altitude. We may not be at the summit yet, but the climb has begun.